Ladies, gentlemen, and young ladies, good evening everyone. You are once again welcome here on the platform for raising awareness. In the news headlines international, Poland has just provoked seriously Russia, that is Poland, after having decided to transform its territory into production plant overwhelmed NATO munitions. Anything that sufficiently shows that Poland wants a war infinity with Russia. As if all this wasn't enough after requesting activation of NATO Article 4. As if everything this was not enough, Poland in his ambition, his desire to want to find each other in a real conflict with the Russia, Poland has therefore signed a presidential resolution this September 14, 2025. This presidential resolution is a severe provocation towards the Russia and which shows the premises of a future war between NATO and Russia. Ladies, gentlemen, and young ladies, we have the impression that Poland is pushed. Unfortunately, as they grew, Ukraine and Poland go straight ahead into the wolf's mouth. What is this resolution, presidential election that Poland had learned this September 14, 2025? And who constitutes the provocation? That's what we're going to talk about within the framework of this video conference. But before we continue, I ask you humbly to share this video conference. Sharing it gives sufficient visibility at the video conferencing, and it allows people who have never known our chain to fall on the chain and receive international news well peeled at any time. So if you were able to discover this channel and what makes you comfortable since you regularly receive the well-analyzed information and verified information, it is because others have shared. So you too, your turn, you have to share. Do not hesitate to always leave your different opinions in the comments. Don't forget to like. And if you are new, click the subscribe button. Subscribe. Let's go in the depth. Yes. So, the September 14, 2025, the President Polish Naoki signed a resolution authorizing officially the deployment of foreign forces allies on Polish territory. I'll start again. President Karol Nawrocki signed a resolution on September 14, authorizing the deployment of foreign forces allies on its territory, therefore on the Polish territory. In simple terms, it means the president signed a decree that authorizes NATO forces to come park on its territory, Maranatha. Now, Poland borders with Russia, and this is something that Russia does not have never loved. Here is one of the reasons why Russia is one of the reasons for which Russia is in conflict with Ukraine. Because Ukraine wanted to integrate NATO. By joining NATO, Ukraine was going to send NATO forces to its territory. Russia doesn't want that. Have the forces in his nose. Russia has not never liked it and will never like it. Russia therefore considers this to be a provocation. So all that competition to accelerate the deposit of the fleet in the field of battle. The war between Poland and Russia is no longer a hybrid war or a latent war, that is to say, an unopened war. We have moved beyond this threshold. The fighter planes that are in training to fly over Polish airspace at the border, Poland-Russia, Polish fighter jets, British fighter jets, NATO, all this competition has made the situation worse. And as if all this was not enough, NATO forces must be deployed on the ground. Well, what are we going to do? What will Russia say? After all, this is a territory of NATO, so NATO can send its forces almost everywhere. But what are the future consequences? Let's go a little further in the depths. So the National Security Office Polish confirms this decision as a strategic measure to protect the NATO's eastern flank. Remember these two names very well. Two strategic NATO areas. The flank is the eastern flank. Today, all the measures that are being taken by NATO vis-à-vis from Russia, these measures are justified in the name of protecting the NATO's eastern flank, who happens to be severely exposed to Russia. That is, they feel by themselves that they are weak in level of the eastern flank, whether it is the eastern flank or the eastern flank. And these are these parts of NATO that make against Russia. So we must strengthen, we must create this, because time says that it is from there that Russia could attack the territories. So this is the Security Office Polish National, which confirms. So this step
Les avions de chasse de
formalizes a
l'OTAN.
presence already
Tout
existed.
ça concourt à
They were
aggraver la
already there,
situation.
but it was
Et
just
comme
a
si tout
matter
cela ne
of
suffisait pas,
formalized
il faut
procedure.
déployer
So
des forces
already there was
otaniennes
the rotation
au
of
sol.
American and Canadian
Bon,
troops,
qu'est-ce que nous allons
British
dire?
and so on.
Qu'est-ce que la
But
Russie
now
va dire?
this is
Après tout,
enshrined in
c'est un
Polish
territoire de
law.
l'OTAN.
It makes a difference.
Donc,
So
l'OTAN peut envoyer
Warsaw
ses
is
forces
no
un peu
longer
partout.
satisfied to
Mais
welcome. It
quelles sont les
legalizes and
conséquences à
institutionalizes
venir?
the presence of allies.
Point
But for
d'interrogation.
Mar against the Russia,
Allons-y encore un
so
peu
the
plus loin dans les
security
profondeurs.
context which is invoked,
Allons-y.
it is war in it, is the war in Ukraine.
Le
Russian
Bureau de
strikes
sécurité
repeated and
nationale
increasing tensions between
polonais
Moscow and Warsaw.
confirme cette
This is what
décision comme
prompted
une
action,
mesure
okay?
stratégique
And so
de protection
Poland
du
is
flanc
considered
est de
as the
l'OTAN.
shield Eastern Europe.
Retenez très
So
bien
Poland
ces
wants
deux-
to accelerate
le
the
nom de ces deux
rise in
zones
military power
stratégiques de l'OTAN.
before
Le flanc
any
est et le
escalation.
flanc oriental.
Poland, which already considers
Aujourd'hui,
itself as shield,
toutes les
already
mesures
wants to
qui
be
sont en train
really
d'être
in an
prises par
unprecedented power before he had
vis-à-vis,
escalation, since
de la
they
Russie,
themselves know
ces mesures
that
sont
very soon
justifiées
they will
au
be
nom
climbing with
de la
Russia.
protection
So
du
what
flanc
will
est
Russia's
de
reaction
l'OTAN,
be? We haven't seen it yet,
qui se
but
trouve
in the
être exposé
coming
sévèrement
hours, we will receive
à la
the
Russie.
Russia's reaction.
C'est-à-dire,
So
ils
ladies,
sentent
young
par eux-mêmes
ladies
qu'ils
and
sont
gentlemen,
faibles au
that
niveau
was
du
the
flanc
front page
est,
of the news.
que ce soit
Please
le flanc
share
est
it
ou le
with
flanc oriental.
Maximum.
Et
I'll
ce
get
sont
back
ces-
to you later
ces
with
parties
new
de
news.
l'OTAN
It was
qui
the
font face
voice
à la
of your
Russie.
humble servant, the
Donc il faut
Samouraï.
renforcer, il faut créer ceci, il faut créer cela. Parce que l'OTAN se dit que c'est à partir de là-bas que la Russie pourrait attaquer les territoires otaniens. Alors, ça c'est le Bureau de sécurité nationale polonais qui confirme. Donc cette étape formalise une présence déjà existante. Ils étaient déjà là. Mais c'était juste une question de procédure formalisée. Donc déjà, il y avait la rotation des troupes américaines, canadiennes, britanniques, etc. Mais désormais, cela est inscrit dans la loi polonaise. Ça fait la différence. Alors, Varsovie ne se contente plus d'accueillir. Elle légalise et institutionnalise la présence des alliés. Pourquoi faire? C'est contre la Russie. Donc, le contexte sécuritaire qui est invoqué, c'est la guerre en Ukraine, les frappes russes répétées et les tensions croissantes entre Moscou et Varsovie. C'est ce qui a poussé à agir. D'accord? Et donc, la Pologne est considérée comme le bouclier oriental de l'Europe. Donc, la Pologne veut accélérer la montée en puissance militaire avant toute escalade. La Pologne, qui se considère déjà comme bouclier, veut déjà être vraiment dans une puissance inédite avant qu'il y ait escalade. Puisque